Hey everyone, Patrick Lavergne from consultingbootcamp.co signing in. I hope you guys are doing great. Today we're talking about a topic that is really fun, and it's how to transform your LinkedIn profile into this client magnet, right? So how to use LinkedIn to have people come to you and say, hey, I checked you out. I'm interested in using your services. So this is especially good for you if you are a freelance expert, if you are a consultant, a coach, or a business owner, more generally speaking, and you want to start leveraging LinkedIn to find clients. And before I dive into, and I'm going to be sharing my screen and I'll show you exactly how to do this, I just want to open up by saying that most people right now are doing this wrong. Most people are using LinkedIn as a spot online to leave their resume. And while this works for 90% of the population out there, it doesn't work for entrepreneurs. It doesn't work for people who are looking for clients. When people leave their resume, this is actually a great way to get interesting in the eye of an HR leader, right? A recruiter. But if you're running your business, you're going to have to start thinking of your LinkedIn profile differently. Instead of being a place to just put your online resume, it has to become a place where you almost have to see your LinkedIn profile as a landing page, as a marketing collateral. It's almost like your second website, right? It's a website inside of the social media. And the moment that you make this switch, it's going to become the moment where your potential clients will take notice of you. And when they come and have a look at your profile, they will get interested in contacting you and asking you if you can help them out. Right? So I hope that you're excited about this because I've been booking a lot of sales call over the last year from people that I don't even know just because they came on my profile, they had a good read, and they're like, wow, Pat seems to be the guy who can help me. So, let's contact the guy. Right? And when you get to that point, you know that your profile is doing what it's supposed to be doing. So without any more information, let's dive in. We'll take a look at my entire profile and I'll show you exactly how I built it and why I built it like that. And I'll show you exactly how you can do the same. All right. So let me share my screen. Perfect. So right now, this is me. Okay. This is me on LinkedIn. So the first thing you're going to be noticing is the top section, right? So, like what are the principles here? Where are we going with this? Well, it's very simple. When potential clients go on your profile and have a look at what you're about, they have two questions in their mind. The first one is, what does Patrick do? Right? So that's the first question. And they're trying to see if this matches a problem that they have. Right? So that's the first one. The second one is Patrick credible enough for me to reach out to him? Like, should it be him or someone else? Do I trust him or not? Of course, like they won't trust me just by looking at my profile to, give me $10,000. But do I trust him enough to reach out to him and go on a call maybe with him? Right? So what does Pat do? And, how, like, does that fit basically what I'm looking for? And then is Pat credible enough for me? So everything that you'll see on my profile answers one of these two questions, and sometimes both questions at the same time. So what do you see here? The top of my profile is me teaching a class, right? Why do you guys think I put that there? Very simple, to boost my credibility. Okay, this guy is not hiding in the basement. He's not living with his parents, or maybe he is, but what I'm seeing here is this is an expert and there's people listening to him. And if there's people listening to him, like what's the psychology behind that? If there's people listening to him, then, if he's being allowed to be put in front of a group of people and teaching something, then, that's good points for him, right? So you want to use a picture like this. If you don't have this, then you want to go with something that looks professional, but, this is a really good way to go. Second thing is you'll see my image here. And if I were someone who loves cats or dogs, notice that I'm not putting, it's not like Facebook. You don't put something funny. On LinkedIn, people are there for business, and people are on your profile and they're in pain. They have a problem. They're trying to solve the problem, and they're trying to see if you're the right person for it. Not everyone's going to be like this, but you got to assume that people who come on your profile, sometimes that's what's going to be happening in their mind. So you want to have a picture that is basically professional, right? So smiling, extra points, right? You're confident, you're smiling, and you do your own thing. And the picture is even more important because the picture, the name, and the headline here are what people actually see when they're going to be connecting with you. So when you send a connection request, they only see like 4 things: the picture, the name, the headline, and how many connections you guys have in common. So it's doubly important that your picture is professional, right? So if your picture is taken, you're too far back, you look weird, the quality of the picture is grainy, it's not really quality, you crop half of your X, stuff like that, you absolutely like pay $50 if you need to, and get someone, like get a photographer to take a headshot, and so that you could put that there. My picture, brought me thousands of dollars because it was basically the very first thing people look. They look at the pictures like, okay, this guy seems reputable, so let me start reading his stuff, right? So once they have done that, we come to the headline. And this is where most people make the mistake of saying that they are CEO or a ninja copywriter or growth hacker or VP of like whatever. Forget about you. It's not about you anymore. Your profile is about the other. So what you want to do is you want to explain what problem you solve and for who. So in my case, mentoring experts, right? So that's you, to grow a 20K per month consulting or coaching business without paid marketings nor even a website. So I explain who I help and how I help them. And the without, is really powerful because a lot of people, they could be like, yeah, but I don't have money for paid advertising, because maybe they think that I'm going to help them with paid advertising, but I don't do that at all. So you got to craft your statement like that, your value statement, and that should be going in there. You shouldn't use that space to say CEO of whatever. All right. And that's really all you need up here. Then the about section, you'll notice that, you can expand, right? And read the entire thing. But when you start, it's not expanded. So, what's really important is the first few lines, right? So here are the first few lines, and what you'll see is you can put some multimedia. So for me, I've put some links to some videos on YouTube. So let's talk about that. The first thing that is happening right now is I have a Facebook group, by the way. If you don't know, now you know. It's called Quest to 10K, and it's a free community for experts and consultants and coaches to grow their business, and I help them for free there. So right now I want to push a lot of people to that group, so that's why I put it up there, right? And then I tell a little story. I talk to my potential clients, my future clients, right? So I say, hey, you recently left your corporate job to become a freelance consultant. You decided it was time to reclaim your freedom. And people are like, yeah, that's me. Well, it's been a few months now, and although you found a bit of work through your personal network, you started asking yourself some pretty serious questions. Where will my next client come from? Should I adjust my pricing? How should I position myself? How will I hit my income? And these are all the questions that I know my clients are asking themselves. And I know that because I serve only one specific client. If you're a generalist, there's no way you can go there. And I made another video on this, but essentially what you want to do is you want to serve one client, one group of people, so that you can go really deep on, really detailed on the story that you're telling here on your LinkedIn profile. For me, a lot of people will come to me and say, hey man, you don't know me, but I just read, I was on your profile just now and it resonated. Wow, like shit, like you know me better than my mom knows me. Right? And that's what you want, because that's how you're going to build your authority and your credibility with these people. And when they do need help, who do you think they're going to go see? The guy or the girl who really understands them really well. So I tell the story, and then what I do, I put some testimonials. So some of my current clients or past clients that are happy with my help, and they go there on camera to say, go with Pat. Pat is your guy. Pat really helped me. Pat helped me make a lot of money. Pat set me straight. These all say that, right? And these are all connected with YouTube. Basically, when you set things up, all you got to do is like go with a link, and you can add them. If you don't have any yet, that's fine. When I started, I didn't have any. This still works. But as soon as you have a client who's happy, you should ask for testimonial, and you should start putting them here. Cool. Then essentially you've got the dashboard that no one else sees. But when you do things correctly, you'll see that the number of people who go and have a look at your profile, look at this, like over 3,000 people check my profile in the last 90 days. There's a lot of potential clients there. So that's why you want to talk to them. You want to establish credibility. You want to show them that you can help them. You want to show them how you can help them, right? Then there's a section about articles and activity. You do not want to leave this blank. If this is blank, it's weird. People are like, okay, is he still in business? Is he active? Is he really not on top of his game right now? So there's two sections to this. The first one is the articles, right? So you want to write like 2 or 3 articles, and they'll always like show up there, right? So, people will see on the left the article, and on the right, it's all your activity. So you will get like just the top activity. So this part is really changing a lot, but there's going to be a lot of people who will click on see all activity, and they will start like, once they're like, wow, Pat could be the guy, they will start reading all of your stuff, right? So for example, they can come here and they can click on posts, and they will see all my posts. So that's why, and by the way, if you're serious about using LinkedIn, you're going to have to put yourself out there. And I put myself out there every day, right? And that's going to be the topic of another thing. But you can see that, for example, this is me in Paris, and I did a little post, and I had 3,500 views on it, like close to 100 likes. So there's a lot of potential clients in there, right? So people will check this out. And so when they book a call with me, and I'll say, hey, nice meeting you. And sometimes people will say, well, actually, I feel like I know you already because I consume everything that you put on LinkedIn. And like, I really resonate with you, my man. Like, wow, okay, that's amazing. So, so that's the reason why you need to start putting yourself out there. Then sometimes people will skip this section, the about section, right? Because as you remember, this was minimized. The window was minimized. And they will go straight to your experience section. So here, what you do is you kind of like give them an overview of what is it you do. So like, look at this, what I do, right? How I do it, like why it works, and what others say. And then, I leave them a link to book a call with me. And again, I'm putting some testimonials here. And that's really, guys, all you need. It's as simple as that. The rest, like my past jobs, past roles, like I just left it as is. In my case, I left it there because it kind of gives me credibility, because I was a vice president of sales. So like people like, oh, okay, like cool, you come from the corporate world. And my clients all come from the corporate world as well. Essentially, my clients are people who left their job not so long ago, and now they're starting their business and they need help. So for me, this works. For you, maybe it doesn't work. Maybe you work at, I don't know, like McDonald's, and you don't want to show that. Then you don't have to leave all the jobs you've had since you were 16. You can take them off. What's important is how you can help them. Like that's all that people want to see, right? And then you have your education. People don't really look into this unless it's really relevant for you and your clients. And then you've got skills and endorsement. Never hurts to have quite a bit here. The number is not important. What's important is that it's not like 0,001. Like you don't want to sound like you're brand new on this world and no one knows you, no one trusts you. So even for recommendation, I never ask for any, because my recommendation, I kind of like put them here instead, right? Plus these recommendations that are not relevant for my future clients, because these come from like my past life in the corporate world. So I don't really care about that. So there you have it. This is it, guys. It's as simple as that. And if you like, the better you know who you're going to be serving, the stronger your profile will be. But tell you what, use my profile as a template. I give you full permission. You can copy everything you want and then just basically shift things around so that it fits for you and your people. And trust me, like this is an important piece of building a business and acquiring clients using LinkedIn, right? So I hope you guys have a lot of fun with this. And if you're looking for help, if you're like, okay, Pat, this is cool, but hey, it's so funny. I was thinking of using LinkedIn to grow my business, to find more clients, but I'm really not sure how to do this. What I still do is if you're listening to this, I still take calls, free calls. I call them strategy sessions. We take 30 minutes together. We look where you're at, where you want to go with your business and what's holding you back. And we have a conversation around that. And then I set you straight. I give you the game plan, like, hey, man, full honesty, if I were you, I would stop doing this, this, and this, and I would start doing this, this, and that. And that's how I would sequence things so that you can start getting results. And then basically you go with that. And some people will say, Pat, like, cool, amazing, but I want you in my corner. And then we can talk about the consulting bootcamp. But do yourself a favor, book yourself the best damn business call that you'll have this year. And right now we're November, so like pretty big statement, but I believe it is true. Book a call, and I'm going to help you out, and I'm going to set you straight and help you get to that 10K, that six-figure business, so that you can basically go where you want to go and live the life that you want to live. So if you're interested, the link again is at the bottom. And also, please, if you can like or comment or share the video, I always appreciate it. I think there's a lot of people out there who need help with setting up their LinkedIn profile. So always appreciated when people help spread the word like that. So I wish you guys an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.